Three teams left alive here in the men's basketball competition. That'll be reduced to 2 in the next couple of hours. The United States awaiting the winner of this game between Serbia and Australia. As we take a look at the officials for this game, should be a good one. Both of these teams have played very well this week, Frank.
They really have, and they have already met once in pool play. That was a much closer game, Mike, than the 15-point Serbia deficit looks like.
Australia has been one of the best teams in this tournament statistics-wise. They're number one in a lot of categories. You can see why. Their only loss to the United States. Bain's a big part of that for Australia. He has been a force underneath. Dellavedova, one of the leaders of this tournament in assists, already scratched up on his right side of his face, so he's ready to go. There's the tournament results for Australia again. The win over Lithuania, 90-64, just convincing wins all the way through there, and that 10-point loss to the United States really wasn't a 10-point game. Here's the results for Serbia, and they played the United States to a 3-point game and had a win 86-83 over Croatia to get to this game here. Your thoughts early here, Frank?
Rest. Remember, Australia's had 3 easy games. They've been able to rest their best players, and they played the first game of the day on Wednesday. Serbia had to come and play late at night, so I'm going to be interested in see how much juice Serbia has early.
Biggest game in the history of basketball in Australia?
That's what I've been hearing from my friends down under today.
You probably could say the same thing about Serbia, as Ingles tees one up from the corner. Doesn't work out.
That's right, Mike. This has been an independent country since 2006, and both are looking for their first Olympic medal. One of them will get them with a win today.
Teodosic leans in the lane, does not get the bounce. The tip doesn't go. Loose ball picked up by Dellavedova.
Hey, little thing, but smart move by Baines, knocking that ball off a little.
Dellavedova throws it away in the lane. Up ahead on the fast break, an easy 2. You don't see that all that often. But Kalinic got out in front and got 2.
Teodosic guarding Dellavedova. Interesting matchup. That means that Markovic is going to handle Patty Mills, who had a big game.
Dellavedova, nothing to do on the baseline, gets the dribble back from Bogut, decides to take a 3, well short and off the side of the glass. And again, Serbia looking for something in transition.
Remember, when Teodosic has the ball in his hands, he finds the open man.
And he takes shots if you give him to him.
That's right.
And a quick 4-0 lead for Serbia. Teodosic has another year left on his contract to play in Europe, but then may take a shot at the NBA?
Possible. Yeah, very possible. Some teams are interested. He's interested in particular teams. Got to have to play a little bit better defense night in, night out, 82 times a year, but he's a maestro.
Some defense.
Some would help.
Mills in the lane, inside to Baines, doesn't work out. Loose ball picked off by Teodosic.
Big first game by Radulica.
Takes the jumper, corner key, knocks it down, and Serbia out quickly, 6-0.
He has shown us an ability not only to horse people inside, but he's got that nice little 17-footer.
Tends to be streaky, too. If he doesn't get off to a good start, he can disappear for long periods.
And gets in foul trouble, Mike, to your point.
Another easy bucket on the fast break. It's an 8-0 opening. You see the reaction on the Serbian bench. They like what's happening so far, and why not? They're pitching a shutout. 7:46 to go in the first.
Yeah, well, so much, Mike, for fatigue being a factor as Serbia gets out to this quick start. It's really interesting when you read all the clips after the game with Croatia. I think there was a sense of relief because, to a man, a number of the players interviewed said we were very nervous about this game. And now maybe they're playing with a little house money as they get into the semifinals.
Let's listen to the coaches. The 2 turnovers, a bit of a surprise. Australia comes in averaging only 12 a game. That's the 3rd best in this tournament so far, taking care of the ball, and 2 turnovers in, 4 possessions?
Yeah, very uncharacteristic of a team that's been a juggernaut offensively in this tournament. And you heard Coach Lamanna say, we got to play with the depth of the floor. They're at their best when they space it from I want to say 50 feet across, but we know it's a little bit less than that in FIBA, right? 49 and change. A little smaller court.
Radulica aggressively out defensively on Bogut. Makvan going to pick up Baines underneath. Nothing doing on the baseline. Patty Mills from the corner. That shot's been going down the entire tournament.
And another really nice find by Joe Ingles, who looked like he got stuck, Mike, but was able to find Mills in that bailout spot in the deep corner.
Joe Ingles leads Australia in plus minus, and by a comfortable margin, too. Teodosic taking his third shot, and he drains it.
You know, he's only shooting 30% in a tournament. His playmaking's been stellar, but that's a good start for a guy that has a history of making big shots.
What a great start for Serbia here, 10-3 against the best offensive team in the tournament. They're right there with the United States, I should say. Another turnover. Oh, good play by Baines, getting back in and got the block. Bogut the loose ball.
Serbia, Mike, very locked in on that continuity offense so far of Australia.
Out of bounds, it'll stay with Australia here. 6:39 to go in the first. Serbia the 7-point early lead. Here's the block.
Yep, great effort by Baines. Makvan's not a above the rim guy, and you can see why. When I went and watched the tape, he always has another chance to run out here.
Patty Mills got in there, and it was last touched by Serbia, so it's going to come back Australia's way, down 7.
This offensive team of Australia, Mike, is very timing is a big thing, and Serbia is a very good scouting report defensive team. They're going to try to disrupt the timing today.
Whistle off the ball as Baines started to make his move. Kalinic.
Tough guy. He's in that starting lineup because of his defense and his energy. Small forward, can guard really all 3 perimeter spots if he had to.
Bogdanovic, leading scorer, will come off the bench.
Markovic, tough assignment. He had to guard Bogdanovic of Croatia the other night.
Bogut across the lane. The left-handed hook is too hard off the glass.
Automatically, his field goal percentage is going down. He was shooting 82% coming in.
Teodosic is going to take another shot and knock it down.
What they're doing, Mike, is they're chasing him off the ball screen, and they're trailing him over the top. And so he's not getting to the big guy. He's just pulling up before there's any traffic deep in the lane. Very smart, which he is.
The best passer in the game has taken 4 shots in less than 5 minutes.
And you know why? The defense is giving him that mid-range pull-up because they're so concerned about the passing ability. Take a look right here. Watch it. The defender's going to trail over the screen, but Teodosic is not going to go deep into the lane, so he'll pull up nicely.
That foul was on Teodosic, so he picks up his first. Serbia has a deep bench. Jokic, of course, the player who was 3rd in the NBA and Rookie of the Year balloting this year.
And comes off the bench, to your point, right?
Yeah.
I was earlier today, I talked to Will Barton of the Denver Nuggets, and we were talking about his team, all the international guys. I mentioned Jokic, and he said, we call him the 3rd Gasol, which I thought was a nice compliment for a young big man.
It sure is.
Yep.
Has a nice long career, if that's true.
Absolutely.
Patty Mills gets a look, but before the shot, foul setting the screen. Anderson picking up?
Yeah, I think he knocked down Kalinic. This is a tough Serbia team, and they have a defensive game plan. They are locked in so far. They're fighting over screens. Take a look right here. See the hold away from us. A little bit of a acting job, I thought.
Yeah, a little bit. David Anderson pick up the foul. He has played so well for Australia off the bench. Turnovers, though, hurting the Aussie cause to this point. They're down 9 and turned it over 4 times in less than 5 minutes. Again, this is a team that averages only 12 a game.
Watch pick and roll. They're fighting over the top, so he's pulling up the jump shot.
Misses that time. Loose ball. Nice job underneath. And kick back out. Second opportunity here for Serbia. Jokic with the offensive board. Teodosic again looks for his shot. Can't bank it home.
That one was forced, but they're giving him that shot, and so far he's taking it.
Ingles. Nope. Teodosic will walk it up. 4:45 left to go here in the first. Our second semifinal of the day. The United States has advanced. The winner of this game faces the U.S. on Sunday in the gold medal game. Too hard off the glass by Jokic. Dellavedova, who's been quiet so far. Nice cut by Baines for two.
Yep, absolutely. Breakdown. Makvan and Jokic discussing it as Baines runs back up the court.
Coach Lemanis puts in a lot of miles on that sideline.
Yes, he does. Yep, and that's why he's wearing sneakers.
Out of bounds, Australia's ball. Kalinic lost it on the dribble.
And active hands. Take a look, see the breakdown. Two big guys stuck at the foul line. Makvan said, I had him, you had him. Did you have him?
Dellavedova's been very good in this tournament, finding him 46 assists. That'll be his 47th. Bogdanovic has come in off the Serbia bench. He's a good one. Had the shot against the U.S. This time was winding down for the tie. The United States beating Serbia by 3 in their matchup. Baines gives it up. Lish in the game, finds Anderson. Nope. Foul going against Serbia underneath. Makvan doesn't like the call, so I'm guessing it's on him.
Makvan's a physical, chippy guy. Does not mind at all throwing his weight around. You know, I was thinking what you said a few minutes ago. If you and I were playing with Delly, wouldn't we keep our heads up, knowing that we might get the ball? And that's why he's so effective with his teammates.
I'm just not sure in that example that you or I would ever get the ball. So.
We could make a layup, Mike. I think we could.
Patty Mills gives it up. Baines looking for Anderson down low. Lish deep. Nope.
You're not seeing the back cuts and the easy looks from Australia that we've seen in the tournament, in part because Serbia is locked in and also because they've played them once already. They're comfortable with this style now that they've seen it.
Bogdanovic just keeps on going to the basket.
And not to belabor it, but because they fight over the top, Bogdanovic always has his man on his back, and that's hard to defend.
Australia second in this tournament in scoring at 89 a game. They got 5 points 7 minutes into the game. Ingles to bounce pass. Baines. Thought he got fouled. Instead it comes back the other way.
Yeah, I thought Kalinic walked under him, and that could have been called. Kalinic limping right now.
Bogdanovic again. He will look for his shot a lot. Jokic. 3 on the shot clock. Bogdanovic going hard to the basket. Offensive foul.
Interesting. I thought Lish might have been inside the restricted arc.
Yeah, I'd like to see that again.
Yeah. But Bogdanovic had to get to the rim with the low clock. Let's take a look. It's close. You don't think he was out?
Yeah, I think he had a heel in there.
Yeah. Heel on the line means that
right
it's a block. Very close.
Makvan is going to the bench. Dulitz back in. Haven't heard too much from him so far in this game. Surprisingly, with his club having a 14-5 lead. A little over 2 minutes to go, opening quarter. Bogut looking for some offense. Backs his way in. A little left-handed hook is well short. Patty Mills in the battle. Can't come up with a loose ball and commits a foul in the process. Or are they going to call it the other way?
They got it on Bogdanovic.
Yeah. That's too quick. Too questionable, I should say.
Yeah. Patty was just trying to be a nuisance. Let's take a look now. Watch. He stepped out of bounds.
There you go. Good call. Yep. Out of bounds on the baseline.
Yep.
Again, inside. Little fall away. Nope. Shot's just not going down for the Aussies so far. 14-5. They trail by 9. Under 2 minutes now to go. Opening quarter.
Nice.
Yep. Fumbled out of bounds.
Mike, if you know anything about this guy, you know Coach Djordjevic, his philosophy is defense first. And they are locked in. They had the day off yesterday. They've played the Aussies once already. They seem in rhythm defensively.
Just 2 for 13 shooting here to open this game for Australia. The bench in there now. Anderson, shot clock winding down, needs help. They get it to Mills, checks the clock, takes the shot. Rebound saved.
I think they got a foul on Australia. And Mike, that whole possession was indicative of this first quarter. Patty Mills had to end up shooting a late clock contested shot because there was nowhere to go into the paint.
Right there with the foul.
Yep.
Serbia in total control here.
I would say in reality, Mike, so far, Serbia could score even a little more than they have, so Australia's still in it.
9 the difference.
Nice.
Make it 11.
I think Serbia's in total control here, Mike.
In reality, Brent. Ooh, look at that. Careless turnover. We didn't see that in the first 4 or 5 games.
No. You know, I told you before the game, I remember I mentioned that I've been watching tape of this game and that just watching Serbia, they made adjustments, and one of the adjustments they've made is they're not letting anybody get free back cuts to the basket. Everybody's in the paint, and they're forcing tough shots over the top.
I think I know the quick answer to this question, but I got to ask it. Any chance that Australia look by Serbia here a little bit?
Sure, absolutely. You know, they played so well. Everybody, you listen, the pressure on them in the biggest game in their country's history is evident early.
Dulitz misses the jump shot. Rebound controlled underneath, and here comes Dellavedova quickly the other way. Final 25 seconds of this opening quarter. 16-5, Serbia. Dellavedova looking to make a move. Lish, quick dribble back to Dellavedova. Kicks it to the corner. Anderson comes up short. And Serbia puts together the best quarter they could hope for coming in. 16-5. They've got an 11-point lead at the end of one. Second semifinal game of the day. Stunning start to our second semifinal game of the day. These teams looking to get to the final to play the United States for the gold medal. But right now, it is all Serbia. 16-5. At the end of the first quarter, a nightmare quarter for Australia.
Really was. 2 for 15 and only 1 offensive rebound, so they're not getting any second chances. But Serbia, as we mentioned, locked in defensively.
Bogdanovic in and out. Nice follow. Doesn't go.
A little too much spin by Jokic.
Yep, he was right there.
Yep, sure was.
Dellavedova the other way.
And he's being guarded by a 6'6" Jovic. See that? That's usually a backdoor cut.
Yep.
Not there.
Not there is right. Looking for a three and knocking it down. Brokoff off the bench.
And that's huge. He can do that.
8-point game. 9:15 to go. Opening half. Bogdanovic. Nice bounce pass. Oh, better block. Bogut getting there.
That's where Jokic just got to go with some strength.
Dellavedova gets fouled in the front court. Jovic picks it up.
Take a look right here. That time the defender goes under. Bogdanovic late. And Ryan Brokoff, who played his basketball at Valparaiso in Indiana, makes that 3.
Patty Mills on the bench right now. Bogut with 7 on the shot clock. Again, there are no cutters when they look for them. Ingles has to take it. Oh, nice up and under move. Can't make the shot, though. Jokic able to control it underneath.
Serbia forcing Australia into tough looks, contested looks. Watch the passing here.
Good hand on the part of Bogut. And a good block by Bogut. Numbers on the break. 2 for Australia. Timeout quickly called by Serbia. 8:19 left to go here in the opening half. 16-10 Serbia by a half dozen.
Watch here. This is strength now. Jokic has got to get stronger if he's going to score over Bogut or around him. Easy basket. First easy one of the game for Australia. Mike, let's watch as Ingles makes this basket in transition. Let's watch what's made Australia so good in this tournament. I want you to watch the ball movement now. We have a saying in international basketball, if you cut intelligently, the ball will find you. Take a look at Bogut, a great passer. Back screen, easy basket. This is against Lithuania. Let's look at one more play again. Just watch the ball movement. Flash to the top. Bogut's going to look one way. Cutter's not there. Looks the other way. Finds Ingles again. The ball will find you if you make an intelligent cut. Tonight so far, Serbia has taken those cuts away and forcing contested and over-the-top shots.
Australia had 5 points in the first quarter. They have opened the second quarter with a 5-0 run thanks to defensive plays like that from Bogut, getting the block on one end and the layup on the other.
You know, and this is what I alluded to in the middle of the first quarter. Even though Serbia was in control, they were only up, 8-10. And they didn't really put Australia away when Australia went 2 for 15.
Kovic will bring it up. See if they try to get it to Teodosic in the forecourt.
That's a hold. Yep.
Dellavedova picks it up.
But you can see the effort made to keep the ball from Teodosic.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
2-possession game at 16-10. Team fouls even at 1 apiece. Teodosic.
Yes.
Free.
Yep. That time the defender went underneath the ball screen. First time tonight. So Teodosic read it, took what the defense gave him, knock it down.
He's got 8 of the 19 points for Serbia. Ingles. Bogut. Ingles in the paint, kicks it to the corner. Dellavedova with 4 on the shot clock. A leaner. Nope. Buckvon with the miss. Teodosic the other way. 7:27 left to go in the half. Buckvon sets the screen. Teodosic nearly lost the handle, harassed by Dellavedova. Buckvon, who has that kind of range.
Yep, and Anderson knows it.
Bullies his way inside and hits the fall away.
Pick your poison, because Anderson wouldn't let him shoot the 3, so Buckvon just took it down into the box.
Lead back to 11 again, under 7 minutes till halftime. Ingles decides to take it to the corner and is fumbled out of bounds by Brokaw. Trying to shoot it before he caught it.
Absolutely, in part because he knows those Serbian defenders are closing quickly.
Australia with 6 turnovers in the game. They only have 4 field goals. Baines back in. So is Patty Mills. Kovic gets it across.
Watch Teodosic. He'll come back and then
shoot it.
Yep. Yeah.
Why not?
And Mike,
he's got 10.
It's amazing. Everything Australia is doing to guard him, he's doing the opposite. The defender thought he was coming over the screen. He went underneath the screen.
He's taken 8 shots already in the game, made 5 of them.
And by the time you see that, Delhi's too late because he anticipated to see where he goes over. And that means Teodosic went under. You talk about moving without the ball.
He leaned backwards on that shot to get the contact.
Yes. Yep.
6:37 to go till halftime. A surprising score on the scoreboard, 24-10. I don't think it's so much the fact for me anyway, Fran, that Serbia has the 24 points instead of Australia just has 10.
I know it. And, I had a funny feeling, just as a coach watching the tape, I said, Serbia's going to take away the easy baskets.
Here's a look at the brackets. Of course, the United States has played their way into Sunday's final on NBC at 2:45 in the afternoon. They get the winner of this game here. And Spain will play for the bronze. Brandon and I will have that broadcast for you 10:30 on Sunday morning.
Bright and early, bagels,
That's
coffee.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe an occasional jelly donut, who knows? 8-0 to run by Serbia here.
Or 2. Watch Prokop. He goes under. He gets smashed. So what Teodosic is basically doing right now, it's the old story, okay? Take what the defense gives you. That time the defense goes over, you very rarely see a cutter go under like that. But he's reading what they're giving him, and the ex-2-time European Player of the Year, Coach Djordjevic, loves to start.
That's the first time I've seen a hint of a smile on that man's face in a week and a half.
Tough man, tough man. Yep.
No smiles for Andrew Bogut right now.
1996, he represented Serbia and Montenegro in the Olympic Games. Of course, they're now an independent country, Serbia.
Yeah. Got their independence 2006. This is the first chance to win a medal as an independent country. Dellavedova, little handoff.
Switched it, and nothing.
Yeah.
See that?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Wow.
Yep. Mike, offense has come so easy to this team throughout this tournament. They have just absolutely annihilated people with their high IQ game. But the defensive IQ of Serbia is matching it right now, possession for possession.
Damian Martin has checked into the game. He'll probably be at the point. Dellavedova goes to the bench. Meanwhile, Teodosic. Makvan has been making that shot in the tournament. Misses this time. The follow. Tip twice. No. Loose ball finds Ingles.
Well, Kalinic, he's kicking himself right now. He had the easy point blank putback.
Bogut, primarily a passer, especially from that spot. Finds Patty Mills on the baseline, and he stepped out of bounds.
I don't know if it's because these guys play in the NBA or not. I doubt it, but I can't believe how many times we've seen a guy in that deep corner step on the sideline. The court is 8 inches narrower. And I'm sure that's not the reason, but it's a coincidence, if anything.
8 turnovers in this nightmare first half for Australia. Only 10 points on the board with 5:35 to go to halftime. Makvan takes it. Nope. Who had whom wrapped up there?
I don't know, but I know how strong Bogut is, and you get an idea of how strong this guy is. He's had a great Olympic tournament.
Bogut, the villain, picks up the first. 5.5 to go to halftime. 14-point game.
Hey, 10 points so far.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
They averaged 89 a game coming into today's action.
Watch the pick and roll defense.
Teodosic again. Rebound batted around, picked off by Ingles. Teodosic passes up the foul.
I don't know what he was doing.
He wants to play.
Yeah, maybe.
I think the coach wants to have a chat too.
He's going to use his second timeout right here, and it's the last one he'll have of this half.
Again, if you're just joining us late in this competition, the tendency in international ball is to give that foul at half court. Just don't let people fast break.
And there's the example you're talking about, Mike. Teodosic just did that easy pass defense right there.
He sure did. Gave the Australian bench something to cheer about, and they have not had much to cheer about so far in this game. Down a dozen.
Offensively, get it go, and then come down and let's play on a crease a little bit. All right, so we're here, whack, hit that screen, see if we can get the ball somewhere near the three-point line, come down, curl cut, and then come and play back off the elbows, get some people going at the rim. Players, quick, stay at the basket. When we throw it,
Jedan gore, evo, cili Bogdan, prozor pas, utrčavanje sa strane. Levi nas koga ide, jedan gore.
I know you like that as an ex-coach for both huddles. Every player in uniform paying attention.
Locked in, no question about it. You know, both of these guys have the respect of their players. They wouldn't be this far in the tournament. And there you see the run out by Joe Ingles. And I think that Teodosic said, excuse me.
12-point game. We'll go under 5 minutes on this possession. Serbia the ball and the lead. Bogdanovic. Teodosic. Kalinic in the lane, and he got fouled by Baines on the way by.
And that happens because Teodosic gets to the basket, the defense sucks in, he throws it cross court to Kalinic, and then the defender has no chance on the drive. No chance.
Kulinich, versatile player, he tried to say. Knocks down the free throw, makes it 13. Under 5 to go to halftime.
Yeah, this guy was a late bloomer, and he really wasn't on the national team radar until the last couple of years.
Shoot 90% of the line, that will get the coach's attention.
No doubt about it.
He's got 4 points and 4 rebounds in the first half here. Martin again in at the point.
Nice.
Here's a cut by Mills. That's the first one we've seen, I think, isn't it?
That's exactly right. And Coach Lamanis said, you know, we get it into the post, cut off those elbows. That's exactly what Patty Mills just did.
Mills, the second leading scorer in this tournament. They need to pick it up, good hands, and then thrown away. Bogdanovic. Theodosic, the bounce pass. Rudielitsa has it taken away. Quickly, Ingles on the break. Kicks it to the corner. Mills for 3. No. Baines, an offensive board.
Someone's going to be open.
Ingles for 3.
Man, good looks.
Bovic tracks it down.
2 for 9 for Australia now. From behind the arc.
Theodosic able to get it back. Couldn't lay it in. Picked off by Baines. Quickly to Mills. And there's the foul we were talking about.
And Theodosic that time, we won't see it, but watch the cutting off. You watch Patty Mills. See the overplay by Bogdanovic. Patty cut to the basket. First easy one tonight. Patty Mills has been brilliant in this tournament.
Oh, he's been terrific. Second leading scorer, as we mentioned, to Bogdanovic from Croatia. Mills to Baines. Inside, took a little step, missed the shot.
Good rotation by Kulinich from the weak side. He forced that miss.
Bogdanovic gets a screen, uses it, gets to the paint, keeps on going. A 3-second violation?
Yep.
That might be the first one of the week, though.
And Rudielitsa said, that's the first one of the week.
I'm serious.
I know.
I can't recall that being called.
Yep. I agree.
What have we done, 33 games here?
It's been a lot. It's been a lot. Half of an NBA season.
Baines turns it over.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Yeah, Rudielitsa with that monster slam against Croatia the other night that got that team electrified. He comes up with that steal because they expect that backdoor handoff, and he reads it. That's scouting report defense.
And that little collision there on the way up was just
incidental.
Incidental. Okay, thank you. That's the word I was looking for. Three minutes to go in the opening half. 14 points on the board for Australia.
This guy's averaging almost 17 points a game in the tournament. You know what's interesting? Only 3 rebounds a game.
Well, he likes to float.
Yeah, I would say.
Serbia is 5 for 5 at the line. Australia yet to take a free throw in this game. Jokic back in. Rudielitsa. I'll explain those tattoos to you later, too, if things get out of hand. Patty Mills foul. Jovic picks up the foul. His second. 3 team fouls here, so again, free throws eluding Australia at the moment. Baines headed back to the bench.
And he's been pretty quiet.
Yeah, he has.
He's had a very good productive
Well, when you get 14
tournament.
points, a lot of people have been
That's
quiet.
right, yeah.
Martin trying to find something.
And they're not going to worry about Martin scoring much.
Brokoff stripped going to the basket, and last touched by Serbia.
Good defensive player, Markovic. So, these guys are growing up before my eyes. I remember when he was an 18, 19-year-old player.
Dellavedova back in the game.
Uh-oh.
Hit one there just a moment ago, Brokoff did, but not now. 6 of 25 shooting for Australia, 24%.
Yeah, Markovic not a threat to score.
Bogdanovic is. Rebound battered around. Jokic in the right spot, kicks it back out. Time on Serbia's side here. Backdoor cut for 2.
Beautiful. Australia never got set out after the offensive rebound by Jokic. Never was set.
16-point game. Largest lead of the game. Knocked out of bounds. And it's like there's 6 or 7 guys in red shirts out there as far as Australia is concerned.
There's no question about it. Now watch the back screen here by Jokic, and Anderson fell asleep. You usually see teams fall asleep against Australia's back cutting. You know, Mike, I got to think that the pressure on Australia, at this point anyway, is weighing on them.
Dellavedova passes up the shot. Ball turned over again.
Numbers.
Easy 2.
Remember,
Kalinic picks it up.
Yeah, remember, Serbia was thrilled to get by Croatia. For Australia, they've been thinking finals since they took USA to the wire and blew out France early.
Dellavedova in the lane. No, nothing is going down. Anderson.
Yep, grabbing Jokic. Frustration, maybe.
Serbia on a 16-4 run. That'll frustrate you.
And there's the run out. And Jovic, who's a very underrated point guard because of Markovic and Teodosic. Look at that dish.
Australia opened the second quarter on a 5-0 run. Looked like they were going to get back in it. And then all of a sudden, bang, 16-4 the other way with Jokic at the line. And of course, he knocks it down.
And this guy
hit some pressure free throws.
He did the other night, didn't he? Yep. They played that free throw game late in the game, and Serbia came out on top. Jokic 8 rebounds as well, so he's really going to contribute today.
Coming up short.
Yeah, that's a tough 4 shot right there. That's a frustration shot right there for Patty Mills.
Approaching the final minute of a surprising opening quarter, and that's going to be a turnover for Serbia. 57.8 on the clock, 33-14 on the scoreboard. Brokoff's going to sit down. So is Dellavedova. Might could be a fly on the wall in the locker room at halftime.
Yeah, you know, I don't think there's going to be a lot of not a lot of yelling going to be going on, but they're going to have to make some adjustments.
I just want to hear what they're going to say.
Yeah, I want to see the adjustments they're going to make to this defense that's been brilliant. Those kind of shots, contested, are not going, and that's why Australia has 14 points.
Chris Goulding coming in off the bench, and I'm sure he thought, I got to come in and get some points here.
Well, he's a scorer. Yeah. You know, he's had 50 in a NBL game.
Bogdanovic kicks it back out. Jokic on the turnaround, air mail. Wow. Look at that. Right there on the other side, Bogdanovic picks up the 2, and it's a 21-point game.
Brilliant defensive first half by Serbia, Mike.
Sure has been. You know, a lot of the Serbian players were quoted after their last game. They said, you get into the medal round here, it's not about tactics. Mills misses outside. It's not about tactics. It's about heart and passion. And that's what they have shown in the first half.
And this is something they have had under Sasha Djordjevic since he took over the national team. Team in a country with a lot of basketball pride. I don't think Australia could have ever imagined that they would play a first half like this.
Yeah. Certainly not the guys who we saw play the last 8-9 days.
Yeah, exactly right.
Into Bogdanovic. Pretty good last second shooter. Hit the back rim on that one, and it's halftime. A happy bunch of Serbian players head for the locker room. They've got a huge lead, 35-14 at the half. We're just about set to go here. Second half, second semifinal game of the day. Concern on the Australian bench right now is they're down 21 to open up this half. They say, Fran, you can't get it all back in a hurry, but you better get it back soon.
Yes, and you know, I don't think Serbia could have imagined they would have a 21-point lead. I'm interested to see how they are going to play with this big lead in the second half.
Dellavedova has been quiet. There's a backdoor cut, and Bogut gets two.
Right out of the timeout. Coach Lamanis has been really good in this tournament out of timeouts, and they got themselves a rare, easy basket.
Looked like they almost want to double team Kovic there. Makvan, no. Tipped, controlled by Baines. A chance for back-to-back hoops for Australia. They haven't had those since they got a 5-0 lead to begin the second quarter. Dellavedova gets fouled.
And to your point, Mike, when I was in this situation with our team, we always wanted to eat the elephant in small bites, not all at once. So you want to just get it back to 15, maybe down to 10. You get it down to 10 at the end of 3, you feel good about that.
First free throws tonight, and Dellavedova knocks it down. Again, a team that averages 89 points a game. They need offensive confidence is what they need.
Yeah, they really do, and they've gotten right out of the gate. They got an easy basket. That could help. But I am actually going to be interested as much to see, as you see another missed opportunity to rebound, how Serbia plays with a lead, knowing they may not be able to play any better than they did the first 20 minutes.
Radulic are unable to control that. Mills loops it in. Dellavedova directing the traffic. You would think Patty Mills is going to get some shots up here. And he gets fouled. Radulic picks it up.
And you see a little bit more aggressiveness on the part of Australia. Mills came off that ball screen. He knew Radulic could not stay in front of him. And Radulic was forced to foul him. I think there's a real chance Serbia could lose that offensive flow, especially if Australia can put a couple baskets together.
Trying to find Mills. And the foul is going against Australia. It's going to be Baines.
They've got Baines for a moving screen. The Serbian defender fell down. Kalinic, I think. Take a look. Oh, yeah. Oh, I think Kalinic got him, too.
Yeah, I did.
That could have been a double foul. That just raised Baines' singing voice a couple octaves.
Both players stay in the game, 35-17. No stranger to toughness right there.
No doubt about it.
Radulic gives it up. Markovic.
Oh, you see Mills picking up that defensive intensity. But it's coming back to Teodosic anyway.
Eventually. Well, they couldn't get to him. Kalinic goes to the basket instead. Kicks it out. Makvan gets a little closer. The runner, no. Loose underneath. Makvan again. He got fouled.
Good effort by Makvan. Passed up the 3. Got into the lane. Missed the floater. Got his own rebound. Take a look. Doesn't want to shoot that. Backs Mills down. Stays with it.
It is amazing that when things are going right, the ball finds you.
It does.
He was one guy amongst 4 yellow shirts there.
Exactly. When you play hard, the basketball gods reward you.
18-point game. Makvan, guy who can shoot threes, post you up, and make free throws. Yes,
he was one of their best young junior players about 7-8 years ago. Now he's in his mid-20s.
88% from the line. You can't jinx those guys.
No. He once won a World Junior Under-19 championship in Belgrade, and the United States team had a guy named Steph Curry on it.
Dellavedova takes it in the lane, throws up a runner for 2.
Okay, so it's 18. Can you get it back to 10?
Yeah, plenty of time.
Yep, you sure do.
Australia extends the defensive pressure.
Remember how Serbia does it. They allow Markovic to bring the ball up, and at some point they'll try to get it back to Teodosic. that rests Teodosic until he's ready to play pick and roll right there.
Wide open look and knock it down a three. The aforementioned.
Yeah, Markovic, he's not a great shooter, but good enough. And that time he was wide open.
21 to lead again. Trying to involve Mills without a whole lot of luck. Baines. Foul is on Mockland.
And again, Mike, minus the lob to Bogut to start the second half. Not a lot of easy baskets. Watch Markovic and how open he is. Good form. Mills is late. Coach O'Malley said, come on. When I was in a situation as the coach with the lead, all I wanted to do is keep the same lead we had at the half. You know, we get to the fourth quarter and we're still up, whatever it is, 21. I felt good about that. We won the battle in the war.
Mills misses a three. Jokic, before he stepped out of bounds, able to save that rebound. He's got 9 in the game. There have been a lot of rebounds available in this game.
They sure have. And honestly, Australia has not done a good job on the offensive glass today.
Teodosic.
Well, they got Radulic again.
Yeah, they do.
Somehow Matthew Dellavedova was involved with that.
Amazing, huh?
Shocking, but take a look now. Watch Delly. He's going to keep fighting over the screen. And then you see Radulic get the hand to the neck. And then, of course,
you raise those arms if you're Delly
yeah,
as hard
sure,
as you can.
Exactly. Oh, that was a push off.
Ingles, dismissal of Kalinic. Dellavedova wants to go to Baines. Can't. Bogut comes the other way. Ingles, step away for 2.
And even though Ingles makes it, Serbia made him make a tough shot.
Yep.
Contested over the top, nothing to the rim.
Mills trying to force something defensively. Nice move with the dribble and an easy 2 as Teodosic continues to be an offensive player in this game as opposed to a facilitator.
Yes. Taking what the defense has given him in terms of, I'm not going to pass that. You're going to give me a 12-footer.
Ingles again on the baseline, and he's able to draw a foul.
There's the drive by Markovic. The little head fake. Delly's late. Sure, why not? No need to pass that. Stimac said nice follow through. Milos.
When it sits down, 6 and 5 the numbers. 21-point game with Ingles at the free throw line. 6:38 to go in the third. The winner of this game faces the United States on Sunday afternoon for the gold medal.
Here's a little bit of strategy now for Australia. They're already in the bonus, so every Serbia foul will be 2 free throws. So you want to play the game now from the paint out. Don't pass up open threes. But you got Bogut back in there. You got Baines in there. Put yourself on the foul line.
Anderson on the bench. Ingles, recently proud father of twins, a boy and a girl.
That's right.
I think at the end of July.
And he got to Rio a little late. Coaches didn't seem to mind.
He's going to be a little late for about the next 20 years.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Jokic, with ball handling skills. Bogdanovic. Teodosic. Ingles call for the foul.
Tough guy.
Push me first, I think is what he said.
Yeah, he did. Joe's a tough guy. He played 82 games this year for the Utah Jazz. See, look at Teodosic probing. Look at that pass.
Abdul is a
double dribble.
Yeah, double dribble is right. He was worried about 3 seconds in the lane.
He was.
The lead, 19. Australia through the first 4 minutes here, not able to make any headway. and not able to get any offensive rhythm.
Same. You know what? I told you.
You did. You did.
No, I don't mean to tell you.
Yeah,
that I told
you do.
But this is a really good scouting report team. They've taken away all the easy offensive sets we've seen in this tournament so far.
Dellavedova straight away, unable to hit the three.
Look at that play.
Mills to steal, Baines to follow, and Baines is going to get to the free throw line.
Wow, Jokic is saying he slapped me, Patty Mills. He took the ball away from me, but Mills being a pest. You know, Jokic is going to be terrific, Mike. He's got a great feel for the game. He's just got to get a little bit stronger.
Seeing a lot of Patty Mills, San Antonio, Denver. They play each other a bunch of times a year.
That's exactly right. And actually, Ryan Brokoff, who's not in the game right now, he and Jokic were teammates on the Denver Nuggets Summer League a couple of summers ago.
A lot of the shots, obviously, that went down for Australia early in the tournament, not going down. Free throws getting a little, leaking a little bit here.
Tight, you know, there's a tightness about the expectations of we can play the USA in the gold medal game. The problem is that's not going to happen the way this game is going. Hard to be the favorite sometimes, Mike.
Foul going against Modem, who is now in the game. Coach Lamance is looking for some answers. Somebody come in with a hot hand. Strong drive to the bucket and two. Yeah, Markovic with the basket.
Not sure they expected him to turn the corner. No. And you put it into second gear.
They expect him to try to find Teodosic.
Right.
Modem passes up the three. Can't get the two. Bogdanovic the other way. Gets it to Teodosic. Gets it back. Oh, had a three. Passed it up.
It's okay. He'll get another three soon.
Oh, good pass there. Radulic's there for two.
Yeah. Teodosic said, do we want the three or do we want the big fella inside? I think I'll go to the big fella right now.
22-point game. Largest lead of the game with 5 minutes to play in the third.
Watch the strength of Radulic right over Andrew Bogut. You're talking about a big rim protector in Bogut.
Radulic to the bench with his 3 fouls, 8 points, a couple of steals, 4 turnovers. He's involved. Bogut knocks it down.
Interesting lineup now for Coach Djordjevic. We saw this the other night against Croatia. It looks like they're going 4 smalls and Jokic. So can Bogut do some damage on Jokic now?
.21 it will stay. 5 minutes to go in the third.
Markovic does the heavy lifting.
Yes, he does.
He's got to bring it up against Mills.
I hope Teodosic is picking up the check later on. In the lane, Teodosic kicks it out. Kalinic nowhere to go. Markovic with 4 on the shot clock.
Oh, got fouled.
Oh, not a good foul by Bogut with 2 seconds on the shot clock. Third on Bogut.
Smart play by Markovic. He knows the clock is low. He's got that clock in his head.
We'll shoot a lot of free throws here over the next 4:38. Both teams over the limit. Dellavedova heading for the bench as Australia tries to figure out what hit him. 46-25. The pass of the tournament. Here's a pretty good example of the skills of Teodosic.
Just got eyes everywhere. Mike sees all 4 of his teammates at all times. This one, take a look. Wants the magic. Gets to the basket. Throws it back over his head. Bogdanovic doesn't knock this down, but
which is a shame.
Yeah.
Look at that pass. Hit him right in the hands.
He
Right,
sure
ready to
did.
shoot it.
Yep. That video went viral.
Yes, it did. That's big on YouTube right now.
Yep. But he's one of, I said this before the tournament, one of the 5 best passers in the world, without a doubt.
And he's got that kind of Steve Nash body. I mean, he doesn't
Herky-jerky game, right?
Doesn't intimidate you.
I always call guys like that, they're like knuckleball pitchers. You know, you can't really get a beat on them. Like, here's Markovic with the speed to the rim. You may want to go see Markovic play this year because he plays in Malaga. In the HCB.
Maybe we can have
Costa del Sol.
I'll talk to Danny Ainge about that. Get Wicked Steve involved in a little trip to Malaga.
Yeah. But an amazing first 25+ minutes.
Filling up the stat sheet, Markovic is, as he knocks down the free throw. 22 to the difference, 47-25. 4:38 to go in the third.
At least in this quarter, Mike, Australia's gotten to double figures.
Makes both free throws. Will go to the bench. His club up 23, 48-25. He's got 7 all in this quarter.
And he's replaced by Jovic, who's done a great job in this tournament, both defensively and handling the ball.
You know, one of the strange things is I'm sure Australia couldn't imagine this happening to them in this game. And at the same time, I'm sure very few guys in Serbia thought they'd be up 23 with 4 to go in the third.
And they've handled the lead pretty well to start the second half.
Sure have. Ingles from the corner. Can't hit a 3. Offensive rebound put back up and in by Modem.
Now, can you string a few stops and some baskets?
There's a good trap. But he's able to get it through and up the sideline. Teodosic. Spins the other way. Takes a 3. Makes a 3.
How about that? Martin gets caught on the top of the screen again. Teodosic doesn't have to go all the way. He just pulls up into his comfort zone.
He's 7 of 12 shooting as Mills takes it to the basket and gets 2. Teodosic, though, an offensive show in what is a 22-point game with 3:43 to go in the third.
Looks like Modem. Either way, Serbia will shoot 2 more free throws. And they come into this semifinal game shooting 77% from the foul line.
Knocks down the first. Serbia doing all the things they have to do, like make your free throws.
Yep.
12 of 13 now at the line for the game.
So we had an unsportsmanlike because of on Modem because of the 2 free throws. Ball is out at midcourt. Oh boy. Oh.
Ingles.
Jovic got tripped.
That's an offensive foul. Wow.
When it's going your way, it's going your way.
When you're not, you're not.
Yeah. Jovic tripped, he turned it over, and then watch him hold his ground right here. Joe Ingles just trying to make something happen.
Did dip the shoulder.
Yep. Jovic unsung, I would say, in this tournament.
Gets it across, Jovic does.
Nice.
Another cut to the basket for 2.
You know what do we always say? The ball will find you if you cut intelligently, and Teodosic will find you anywhere.
Patty Mills trying to get on track to come back with a couple of quick layups, but they're just trading hoops right now, Fran, and they can't do that.
That's exactly right. Patty's starting to heat up a little bit. But Australia has not been able to slow down this offense. They haven't been able to slow down Teodosic, to be honest. Look at this cut.
Teodosic leans in, kisses it home.
How about that? That had shades right there of a guy named Drazen Petrovic. Drazen used to pick the ball up, pivot, and step right into that lane and hit that bank shot.
Mills unable to get by Klinich. Now comes up shooting a three, short. Rebound put back up, and Modem got fouled from behind. I believe he's going to get to the line.
It's 26 points, Mike. So the deficit didn't shrink. It's just grown since the half.
And I'm sure statistically Teodosic has had some bigger games than he's having right now, but never at a bigger moment.
But he's had some, big moments in Europe, certainly in the EuroLeague, but not representing his country like this because they've never medaled.
Exactly.
And they're about to do something they've never done. 2 years ago, they got to the championship game of the FIBA World Cup before losing to Team USA. And right now they're on track for a rematch.
Do you see anything that would tell you, yeah, Australia can come back in this game?
No, not right now because they can't guard Serbia in the half court. Fouls or free throws. And Serbia has 33 points, Mike. 33 points in whatever that is, 28 minutes.
Yeah.
Now,
Dellavedova back in.
I'm not going to go out on a limb here. I told you that I thought there was a chance Team USA before the quarters could win 3 straight games of 20 plus.
Yes, you did.
Now, it wasn't 20 today, but this is good for Team USA because they would have had a tough game with either team, and they will, but I think they've played both teams. Teodosic is guardable, in my opinion, by Team USA's length and athleticism, and I think Team USA is going to win handily on Sunday.
Teodosic continues to add to his totals. It's a 25-point game right now, and Teodosic takes to the bench. He's got 20. Dellavedova gets it across to Baines.
See that? Remember that offense with all the crisp, the cutting and continuity? It's looking like it's a one-on-one offense now.
Brokaw from the corner gets fouled. Bogdanovich would like to have that one back.
He sure would. Not a high IQ play there by Bogdan. Just barely got him, too.
So that'll be 3 at the line.
Got to protect the shooter. Bogdan is saying, he kind of kicked his legs out. Shouldn't even be that close to him.
Bogdan could end up with the Sacramento Kings in a couple of years.
Is that a good thing?
Mokvan back in. And free throws for Brokaw here. 2:01 left to go in the third. Winner of this game faces the United States Sunday afternoon for the gold. A lot of people, including myself, spent the last couple of days talking about, what a great final Australia and the United States is going to be.
I know.
Serbia's back of the room raising a hand going, excuse me.
Oh, yeah. And let me tell you something. Just getting to the finals of the Olympics, this may be as big as this country's ever had in terms of a sporting event. There's 7 million people in that country, and basketball is the second religion, much like it is in Croatia, Lithuania.
22 the difference. We go into 2 minutes. Very disciplined Serbian team.
Remember, I was curious to see how Serbia would play with that big lead. They've done pretty well.
Yeah. Mokvan will turn around on the baseline.
There you go. They've been a machine.
They ate 20 seconds on the clock and got a, what, 12-footer?
Yep.
Engels, little Euro step there for 2.
Nicely done. But as you mentioned a few minutes ago, right now they're just trading baskets.
1:27 to play in the third. Again, an Australian team that averaged 89 points a game in this tournament has 38 with 1 minute and 18 left to go in the third quarter. Serbia, meanwhile, has 60.
That gentleman is a former Portland Trailblazer, Sasha
Kalinic. Jokic. Easy two.
Great pass by Jokic, wasn't it? He looked like Bogut out there.
Yeah. 62-38. Dellavedova swallowed up. Swallowed up by Jokic.
That smart move by Kalinic now. Just run some offense. This is too easy, Mike.
Too easy.
Yep, too easy. Right now, Serbia heading to something that...
it's a clinic.
Yeah, it absolutely is. And it started on the defensive end in that first quarter.
Australia went on a 5-0 run to open the second quarter. Got to within 6, and you're thinking, okay, we got a game. Suddenly 19-4 going to the half, and then if any, Serbia's extending the halftime lead.
And how about Teodosic and his magic today?
You see that miserable shooting that just appeared down the corner of your screen. Markovic with the left hand.
Wow, everything's going right.
Oh, sure is.
Yep.
66-38. It is all Serbia here in the second semifinal of the day. 66-38 with 10 minutes to play. All Serbia so far in the second semifinal game of the day. 66-38. They lead it headed into the fourth quarter. I mentioned the 5-0 run that Australia went on to open that second quarter. That is the only time in the game they have scored more than 3 points in a row.
Amazing, amazing. It's been an absolute, you said it earlier, clinic, probably the best word. Defensive game plan was brilliant to start. No easy baskets for Australia. Teodosic, Mike, outstanding today. And then I think his team just fed off that confidence, that swagger that Teodosic has. You know, Coach Georgievich now can think about starting to rest. You know, Radulica, Teodosic.
Jovic with the inbounds pass.
I'd even get Markovic a little bit of rest because he's going to have to defend on Sunday.
Takes it through the baseline, able to just barely control it, gets it back. Still plenty of time in the shot clock, and again inside, forcing a foul from Bogut.
Boy, Jokic grows on you, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's...
You know, the more you watch him.
And the more you look down at the stat sheet, you go, wow, he had a good game.
Exactly, yeah. And remember, he had a big night against Team USA. First meeting at 25. The Denver Nugget, you mentioned, third in the Rookie of the Year voting. So let me guess, that would be Karl-Anthony Towns and Porzingis.
That would be a good guess.
And then Nikola Jokic, who was drafted 2 years ago, really wasn't thought of as an elite NBA prospect, and I think took the NBA, if not by storm, let's just say he surprised a lot of folks.
30-point game, 9:40 left to go in it. Dellavedova gets it across. Jovic defending.
That's the kind of defense that this team has been playing all game.
Ingles along the baseline, tries to get it to Anderson on the cut, to no avail, and a whistling foul is going against Serbia.
Now Australia, assuming they don't come back from this 30-point deficit, will still play for an Olympic medal on Sunday morning against Spain.
Odom has been disqualified from the game. He picked up 2 technical fouls. Bogut at the free throw line, trying to cut into this 30-point lead. Problem, I mean, a lot of problems obviously for Australia here, but the big problem for Australia is they gotta get stops.
Exactly. And Serbia, even without Teodosic, has been
Getting layups.
Yep. Passing's been exquisite.
There's a nice little pass on a backdoor cut and a strip.
Yeah. That's the kind of play they were making all tournament long. That backdoor cut, finding the open man, a good hustle there.
Yeah, Kalinic got a hand in there, come with a steal. Markovic in the paint. Jovic, nope. Rebound to Anderson. Foul in the backcourt, and that was not one that they wanted to commit. Montfon will be charged with it. 68-39, 8:52 to go in the game. Australian fans just shocked.
I'm shocked.
I saw that kangaroo move backwards.
Yeah, he did move backwards. The rare time a kangaroo moves backwards. You are very observant.
4 fouls for Montfon as he goes to the bench. They are alive over there on the Serbian bench right now.
I just can't emphasize how big this is for the entire country, that they have a chance to play for an Olympic gold.
Anderson trying to get it back to Bogut. Does. Just unable to get the basket.
Jokic and Radulica have just put a lid on that basket today. Remember, wasn't Bogut came in shooting over 80% from the field?
He did. Yep. A lot of numbers don't make a whole lot of sense when you look at the scoreboard here.
I know it. Australia, Mike, has been to the bronze medal game 3 different times and come away empty. 92, 96, and 2000. So they're going to have to regroup quickly in the next 48 hours.
Jovic to the bench. Ingles for 2. And immediately a timeout is called. Can't chop into this lead. 68 to 41. The winner of this game gets the United States on Sunday afternoon in the gold medal game. Here's a look back at the game against Spain earlier today. Klay Thompson finding the range.
Yep, 22 big ones. He really got them off the schneid, USA, that second quarter.
Yeah, he's such a great shooter, and once he gets it going, Kyrie here is going to find him. By the way, that might be the best handle in all of basketball.
I agree.
Mr. Irving has.
Yeah. And DeAndre Jordan, I thought, was a huge factor today. 4 blocks, 16 rebounds, protecting the rim.
Navarro throwing it up, Gasol throwing it down. They made it a 7-point game, but just too much talent on the USA team.
And I thought they locked in defensively. I think they have the last 2 games against Argentina in the quarters today. They were really solid defensively, and a lot of respect from these 2 teams that have played each other now 3 different times in the last Olympic Games.
Klay Thompson's such a big key for the U.S. because if he hits shots, he really makes you stretch the court defensively.
He really does, and especially in light of the fact that, to be honest, Kevin Durant and Carmelo Anthony at times have been brilliant. Other times they've been very inconsistent. So getting that 3rd score very helpful. And also, Mike, how about Kyle Lowry, Paul George, Jimmy Butler have done yeoman's work defensively. They are the true role players on this USA team right now, along with DeAndre Jordan. Doesn't need stars, the whole team.
Serbia using a lot of clock.
Yeah, and I thought that ball was deflected, but the middle official wasn't watching. He was straight line, which means he couldn't see it. Markovic is right, but they're not going to get this call.
Dellavedova to the bench. Patty Mills unable to get on track. Has to kick it to the corner. Gets it back. Gets a good look. That's the shot that was going down consistently this week.
And give Teodosic credit there. We sometimes lambast his defense, but he challenged that shot.
Teodosic had a marvelous offensive game. Gets a little leaner there and banks it home.
That was textbook. They played right through Radulica in the post. They cut off him. They waited for Teodosic to get open.
He's got 22. Mills can't find the range. Ingles able to keep it in play. Anderson picks it off. Mills again. Little runner off the glass. That one stays down.
Hard to press this Serbia team, which the Aussies are not, because they have 3 guys on the perimeter that can all handle the ball. By the way, Jokic can handle it a little.
Mills just 1 of 8 shooting threes in the game.
Amazing.
Another nice cut to the basket.
Yeah. Teodosic is a maestro in the pick and roll.
Dulica with the bucket, 72-43, 29 the difference in the game.
Mike, Teodosic is that perfect example of a guy, the game slows down for him.
Yes, without question. Without question. Markovic will bring it up.
The more aware you are, the more the game slows down. He knows where everybody on the floor is.
Keeps the dribble alive.
Like that.
Nice little 1-2 there and a reach-in foul.
You know, when I talk pick and roll basketball to young players, there's 3 levels. The first level is the guy that's guarding you. That's never an issue. The second level is the screener's man. That's not an issue. Great point guards at the third level, they see all 5 defenders and they find the open man. Take a look now. Look at that.
And the thing, this is the first week I've had a chance to watch him play. The thing that strikes me is, I mean, he did make that remarkable pass over the shoulder to a guy on the 3-point line, but most of the passes are just very solid.
Yes.
What should come at that moment?
Singles and doubles.
Yeah, singles and doubles. That's a good word.
Just singles and doubles.
Yeah. And he doesn't do a whole lot of look away stuff. He
Nope.
Makes the right pass.
Yes, he does.
Dulica in double figures now with 10. Serbia just continues to do everything right.
You know, when you're watching those great point guards this year, like Chris Paul and the great passers in pick and roll, they see everybody. They find all 5 guys and they find the open man. That's what this guy does.
30 the difference right now. 6:08 to go in the game. Serbia in charge, looking to move on. Here's the first meeting between those two.
It ended up 3. Team USA got out early and it looked like they were going to cruise. But then Serbia came back. You see Bogdanovic with the drive. Bogdanovic with the dump off to Jokic, who had a big night, 25. Jokic stretching the floor, the young Denver Nugget.
A falling down 3, no less.
Yep, and it looked like things were good. Team USA gives up an open shot to tie it, and Bogdanovic is going to see that shot in his dreams for a long time.
Had an excellent look. Couldn't do it. He'll have a chance to do it again on Sunday, it would appear. Not much going right for Matthew Dellavedova and company. And again, to Serbia's credit, I mean, they were ready to play at the opening tip at a high level.
They really were. And what they did early was they took away all the easy scoring opportunities that Australia have been getting throughout this tournament.
Australia is 2 for 22 shooting threes. Mills still looking to make the right pass.
Look how many red shirts are around the post.
Rebound to Bogdanovic. Serbian fans now just watching the clock. 73-43, a 30-point game. I'm surprised that didn't go down.
I know it. I know it. Markovic needed a rest, so he fouls. He's been out there a long time. He's had to guard everybody's best perimeter defender throughout this tournament. Right now, as a coach, Mike, the rare times I had this opportunity, in your head you're saying, I'm so proud of my guys because they listened, they followed the game plan. It's the greatest feeling in the world, not to have a big lead, but to feel like you came ready to play and you decimated a really good opponent. He's very proud right now.
Like you had against Oklahoma.
You did that game.
I did that.
I remember that. Yeah,
NCAA tournament game, if you're unfamiliar with it. When Brand was the coach from Manhattan College, a huge underdog to Oklahoma, and they didn't just win the game.
And you
the
feel
second half you own the game,
and you're proud of your team for paying attention to what you tried to coach them, and that's going through Sasha Djordjevic's mind right now.
Teodosic, that was a little flashy.
And this is unbelievable. This is an out-of-body experience right now for Serbia, and maybe to the same extent Australia, because nobody could have expected this.
Haynes has it knocked away going to the hoop. But a foul is called.
There's Markovic. That guy's going to need a whirlpool bath tonight. He really will.
Look at that slick little pass.
There's the pass. Amazing.
Wow, we just told Markovic is a plus 30 in this game.
How about that?
That's remarkable.
And see, I'm glad he's out because he needs a rest. And Jokic hugging Teodosic. Mike, this is so big I can't even describe it.
With 4:42 to play.
Yeah, these guys are going to be national heroes regardless of the outcome on Sunday.
76-47.
You see, he's just saying, let's treat this like we were supposed to win. Don't jump around. Let's show our opponents respect. Remember, the first meeting was a close game for 37 minutes. Australia won by 15, but it wasn't an indication of how close this game was.
Radulic are looking to make a pass. Finds Bogdanovic. Shot clock violation, but that's okay. That's a turnover that the coaches say doesn't really count.
It's elementary right now.
76-47.
I think Teodosic said, shoot it.
He would know about that.
Yes, he would.
How difficult now for Australia to regroup. As you say, they still have a chance for a bronze medal here. They have never medaled in Olympic competition.
Well, we know they've got a lot of pride and toughness. And their toughness and pride is going to be tested against a team in Spain that has the same amount of pride and success throughout the years. So it should be a fun, for us, bronze medal game on Sunday morning.
4 minutes and 2 seconds left to play. Kalinic will sit down.
He'll hit the whirlpool later, the cold bath. Look at that. That's what it's all about when you're coaching. That's why you drive these guys in practice. You push them beyond what they think they can do. Tough love. We've seen Djordjevic. He's been tough on his guys. But this is why you're tough on them.
Radulic sits down. Now those tattoos that he has down there. We're down to our tattoo material now in this game.
Yeah, we just need to get a freeze frame.
Do you know the book Dark Tower by Stephen King?
Yes.
All right, that's Radulic's favorite book. In his left arm are all images from the Dark Tower.
Very good.
And I thought it's even funny. They asked him what his right arm was, and he says, whatever my tattoo guy likes.
Wow.
That's trust right there.
It is, yep. I hope he gets a discount for all the tattoos he's got. Buy one, get one free.
Nice pass underneath. Modem gets two. My bad earlier when I said Modem was out of the game with 2 technical fouls. He just had 1.
Oh, boy. You'll want to see this now. Good opportunity for Nedovic in the game.
Finally, a 3 goes down. I think that's only the 3rd or 4th of the game for Australia. Timeout taken. 3:06 left. 76-54.
With a sloppy play, but Modem, who's been pretty energetic for Coach Lamanis, didn't play that much throughout the pool play. Former Washington State Cougar. Now, this is the flip side of it. When you've had a big lead, you don't want to give it away and win by 15 or 17 because the guys you put in the game didn't come ready. So you're still coaching these guys.
Here's a look at the brackets, and you might as well move Serbia over to play in the gold medal game against the United States. The bronze will be Spain and Australia. That'll be a very good game. 2 teams, as you mentioned to me a few moments ago, Fran, who came into this tournament thinking we can win the whole thing.
Exactly right. And for a long time in this tournament, it looked that way.
Still coaching hard.
A medal for Australia Sunday would still be an incredible accomplishment. Serbia now looking like it's going to get at least a silver. That's the move I said reminded me of the great Drazen Petrovic right there. Would pick up his dribble, And Teodosic from the start, Mike, right?
Yeah.
From the very start, he came out offensive-minded.
And you just look at him and you go like, oh, he's going to use the glass a lot. You know, that kind of guy uses the glass.
Exactly. Yep.
Not anxious to take a shot, but they do. And knock it down, as you would expect. 79 on the scoreboard now for Serbia.
Great ball movement, even in the lead.
Yeah.
They play together, right?
Markman's capable of making that
Yeah.
shot, as he just showed. Lish will try. Rebound out of bounds. That's going to stay Australia ball. 2:29 left to go in this. Australia will play Sunday morning for the bronze. Serbia will play Sunday afternoon for the gold. Modem gets 2.
A little bit of pressure right now. Got some fresh guys out there. Lish, Goulding. Good chance for the young Nedovic, former #1 pick of the Golden State Warriors, to handle the ball. He's backing up Teodosic and Bogdanovic, Jovic.
Jokic with the fall away.
Sure. Of course. Of course.
Yeah. 79-56. Well,
wait till they put 25 more pounds on this guy in Denver. They got the United Nations out there with Emmanuel Mudiay and Danilo Gallinari and Joffrey Laverne and
it's true.
Jokic and Nurkic and
I don't know all those guys.
Yeah, you're gonna look like a genius this season.
For a moment.
You can't wait till the Celtics play Denver.
I can't. Tommy can't.
But Tommy's going to know the difference between Jokic and Nurkic this year. I can tell you that right now.
Long jumper from the corner is controlled underneath by Serbia as we're approaching the final minute. Australia able to get it back. Lish.
And Kevin Lish, the former St. Louis U-Billiken.
Martin gives up the shot. Markman controls the rebound and immediately gets fouled by Modem. 81-56, a 25-point game with 1:10 to go in the fourth. Very emotional greetings.
And these guys stay in camp for about 4 to 6 weeks in the summer. All these guys are professional players. And they give up their summer because this is just as important as playing for their club team or their NBA team.
It was Radulica with that screen. 81-56. Minute 10 to play. Markman knocks down the free throw. A major disappointment, obviously, for Australia, not just losing the game, but how it happened. They just really were never in it. Early in the second quarter, got to 6, and then Serbia immediately responded with a 19-4 run. And school was out. Brokoff picks up that foul on the way by. Andrew Bogut thinking about what might have been. But again, as Fran pointed out, this team can still win a bronze medal with a win over Spain on Sunday. Be the first medal ever for Australia in Olympic competition, in basketball, that is. Serbia on the other side are going to win their first medal since becoming an independent nation back in 2006. Serbia has experience against the United States. Again, played them in this tournament and lost by just 3. Bogdanovic had an open look at a 3-point field goal and a chance to tie the game when the final possession couldn't make it. And Serbia also lost to the United States in the championship game of the World Cup back in 2014. Australia will continue to defend. I doubt they will foul. Bogdanovic with the feed inside. Rebound follow, goes down. Stimac picks it up. Everybody getting into the act. 85-58. Serbia set to play in the gold medal game. Modem, I think they get a foul. Stoppage of the clock anyway. 18.4 left to go. Lots to smile about on that bench. Couple of threes going down late, but way too late. And this should be the final possession of the game. Again, Australia still hustling defensively. Easy layup underneath by Stimac, and that is going to do it. 87-61. A monumental disappointment for Australia, and just let the pictures speak for themselves with the guys in red. Serbia and the United States played once in this tournament already. It was a three-point game. They'll play again Sunday for the gold medal. Final score 87-61. Serbia plays for the gold against the U.S. on Sunday.